Hello, and Yom Yerushalayim Sameach, a happy Jerusalem Day. On this day, we celebrate the reunification of Jerusalem in 1967 and the possibility of Jews to return to the Western Wall once again. It's a day which is celebrated throughout the Jewish world, and it's a day that I was actually able to commemorate together with my mother several years ago, who actually lived in Jerusalem during the Six-Day War in 1967, and was one of the very first Jewish people to be able to enter in front of the Western Wall in so many years. And we retraced the steps that she had taken during those days after the war. It was very meaningful for us to kind of re-experience that together. And Jerusalem has meant a lot in the history of our community as well, perhaps with no person more so than with Sir Moses Montefiore. We spoke on Yom Ha'atzmaut, Israel Independence Day, about Montefiore's love of the Holy Land and his missions there and so forth, as well as the different building projects that he did with the windmill in the city of Jerusalem. But what I have to share with you today is actually the symbol, the coat of arms of Sir Moses Montefiore. And it's depicted here upon this Torah mantle, which is probably from around the 1820s. And it was a Torah mantle that was given on a Torah in Ramsgate. Ramsgate is a seaside town here in England where Montefiore had a home, and also he built a synagogue. It's actually where he and Lady Judith are laid to rest in a mausoleum there. And so the Ramsgate Synagogue, it was very beautiful. You can actually still go visit it today. And this was from their collection. And you can see his coat of arms. We can tell that this is a bit earlier because it doesn't have all the symbols that would go with being knighted. So this was before he was Sir Moses, but was simply Moses. But what stands out is this line on top, which has a flag. And on the flag, it says Yerushalayim. It says Jerusalem. And so Jerusalem was something very close to Sir Moses' imagination and then in actuality with all of his work that he did in that city. In fact, outside of Mishkanot Sha'ananim, where he built that first neighborhood, Jewish neighborhood outside of the walls, it extended just to its right into Yamin Moshe, right, to the right of Moses. And then when Moses Montefiore was retiring from his decades of work as part of the British Board of Deputies, there was a question of what they could do to show their gratitude for all that he had done, and he asked them to do a fund towards building more in Jerusalem as well. And so it was on that time that funds were raised for the building of additional neighborhoods in Jerusalem, which are also named after Sir Moses Montefiore as well. And today they're known as Ohel Moshe, the Maskeret Moshe neighborhoods in Jerusalem, which make up Nachlaot, right by the Shuk in Jerusalem. And if you visit there, you can actually see by the kind of that gateway entrance into those neighborhoods, there are plaques above in stone that dedicate those neighborhoods to Sir Moses Montefiore. And so on this day when we celebrate Jerusalem Day, it's wonderful to be able to be here with a relic of Sir Moses. Really can't imagine his dreams having come true any more than if he would have lived to see the day of Yom Yerushalayim. And so it's wonderful to be with you today to celebrate, and I look forward to being able to celebrate with all of you in person, please God, very soon. Have a good day, and Shabbat Shalom.